Hi there, students. Unforced and enforced. Okay, they do sound slightly different. Unforced, this was an unforced error. The police enforced the law. They're very close, but unforced. Okay, so let's see. To enforce, to make somebody comply, to make somebody obey a law, or to make a particular situation happen. So the teacher needs to enforce discipline in the class. The police enforce the law. To compel somebody to do something, to compel observance of a law, to impose. So yes, to enforce discipline upon a group of people. Notice as well, you can actually also use enforce, meaning to give strength to, as in reinforce. Extra voices enforced the idea that everybody was in favour of this. And then unforced, okay? If something is unforced, it's not forced, it's not coerced, not having been forced to do it. So particularly in the phrase an unforced error. This happens in sports where somebody makes a mistake that was not forced. It's a basic error in a tactical game where mistakes or errors are normally forced by the strategy, and an unforced error means the player wasn't pushed into a situation where this error was inevitable. Okay, so unforced, not produced by effort, naturalness as well. So yes, his smile is unforced as opposed to a forced smile. I wasn't very happy, but I put on a forced smile. Yeah, an unforced smile is just natural. It was not compelled. Yeah, it just came naturally. Yes, the coach, the trainer resigned from the team, but this was an unforced departure. They didn't say to him, "Go, you must go." Yeah, this was unforced. It was not something that he was made to do. Okay, so enforced, unforced. Yeah, they do sound slightly different. So to enforce, to coerce somebody into doing something, to make sure somebody is obedient to a law, to impose obedience or loyalty, as if by force. Maybe you don't have to use force, but maybe the threat of force might work. And then to enforce, to emphasize, okay? So enforceable, the adjective. The enforceability of this law is very dubious. Enforcedly, as an adverb. They obeyed his words enforcedly. Enforcement, yeah, law enforcement, the opposing or imposing of laws, or the making of people obey. Very often you will see in a place, enforcement cameras are present. It means you'll get a fine if you park in the wrong place. And then an enforcer is the person who makes sure people obey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was even a series, The Enforcer. And then unforced, without pressure. Yeah, naturally. So yeah, he made some very forced compliments. He was put in a situation where he just had to be nice about it. It's much better to have unforced compliments where people say these things because they feel them. Yeah, his unforced generosity was quite astounding. Yeah, there was no need for him to do it. There was no coercion for him to do it. Yeah, this was just done by free will. To make an unforced error, to make a silly mistake that you hadn't been pressurized into making. So let's see, formality, unforced. I think I'd give it a 5.5 in formality, use it absolutely anywhere. To enforce the law, I think maybe 6 in formality, but again, use it anywhere, informally or formally. And then both of these words come from the Latin word fortis, meaning strong. Yeah, enforced from enforcier from French, which then comes from Latin in fortis, in strength. Yeah, if you're in a strong position, you can enforce something. And then unforced, without strength, without pressure, and that's the idea. Okay, so to enforce, and something is unforced. Unforced, enforced. Okay, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Unforced, enforced, or enforced. I think unforced, enforced.